Just finished up the Pine Creek and Coating Company project that I've been working on for about the last week and a half. I'll show you a couple of pictures of the finished product. I used various powders and paints to get the weathering effect that you could see right here. I spent the last couple of days working on all the minor details that took a lot of time. In fact, it took about 2.5 days to do all the small details of like the water tank, all the details underneath the roof sections, the piping, the stairs, the railings, and all the little details that I hate painting, such as the barrels, the pallets, and the little sacks on the loading dock. The water tank was fun to build. It was easier than I thought it would be. Now the most difficult part is trying to decide what kit is going to be next, because I got tons on the shelf to choose from. Here it is sitting up here, right there, and now on to the next project. But here's some of the clips of how I got to it also. So enjoy. We're going to be using vintage teal for the main building and the white primer, and it comes out like this right here. All right, now on the last kit that I did, I used vintage teal, but I used a gray primer, and you could see the difference how putting the base coat of the different primer on makes the vintage teal look darker. So I did the base right here in gray, and then this is the one stain that I don't like. I had to go over it, and it warped this stuff, so you know, I got it straightened out anyway. But I'm not going to use that for the other floors on there. I'm just going to use the India ink and alcohol solution. Earlier I said I don't know why they put these holes in there, but actually you don't even see those because this floor decking goes over top of it like that. Because of the use of the floor panels, floor or ceiling panels in here, there's 3 of them, one there on the second floor and the ceiling of the 3rd floor. You can't put the vertical bracing in here for when you paint it, so it's all good. The acetate that they use on this one is a little bit different than you normally see. This is a lot softer and a little bit thicker, and it works a lot better, so I like this one here. This does not come with a stair jig like the Bar Mills kits do, but you could improvise and make your own jig like this. This will start it out with the lower tread, and then once the glue dries, just cut those out and then add the other treads. The loading docks come in 3 separate pieces: the top, the joists, and the supports, the bottom supports. One in the front and one in the back. All the piping gets a base coat of bright silver, as you can see right here, and it's okay to leave a little bit of the base color showing because we're going to go over it with also black and rust color. I had to sand down the bottom of all the loading docks on the sandpaper to fit underneath the doors. You can see right here, did it on all these also. The long ones weren't so bad, But for this walk-in door, I had to sand down the bottom of the door also, and the front of it, and a little bit more off the bottom of here, so you can see it is really close. On these last two buildings, I'm going to do them a little bit differently, and I'm going to do it in the conventional way. I'm going to put the bracing here on the inside corners on these two here, like so, and then on these in the center. Now, they do have this, and the second story ceiling, and I don't know why, but you know, I guess just to make it stiffer. But I'm going to put that up on the top, but I'm going to keep the bracing here just to make it that much stiffer, because this is balsa wood and not, it doesn't seem like it's basswood. I know this definitely is balsa wood right here. The only thing that I would do differently if well, you know, I'm not going to be doing this kit again, but you know, for somebody else is doing it, I would not put these ceilings and floors in it. See, this is the only one you really need right here, because that's the only one you see. This one here is covered up with another thing, and there's another one like right here, which you don't get access, you can't hold on to anything, and you can't put the corner bracing in. This was difficult to put together without the corner bracing. If you didn't have the ceilings in there, you would be able to put corner bracing on your pieces to make gluing this a little bit easier. So if you're going to be doing this kit, I would go maybe not put this one in and the second floor ceiling, and just put this one in last. And then, you know, you put this one in 3/16 of an inch lower, but then, you know, put your bracing in when you're before you assemble this, and make life a lot easier. It was really hard putting these 4 pieces, well, actually 5 pieces together, 6 pieces together right here. One more thing, I normally put the windows and doors on the walls before I assemble the walls, but I wanted to go with the instructions to see how it's done. And in the instructions, they have you putting the walls, and they have you putting the windows and the doors in on the walls after you assemble it. So this is what we got so far. I did a special edition at the workbench on Friday on Rumble only, using Rumble Studio, just to try it out again, of me assembling some of the stuff, so you could see it here. Here's the link in the description, and here are a few screenshots of some of the things that I did up until the weekend to get to the part where right before I assembled everything. All the final details, the little details that take the longest time, is what I've been doing this weekend. You can see I got the roof for the dock with the supports and the turnbuckles. Got all the piping, all the stacks. The sign, which was a peel and stick. Got those supports there. Those signs up there. Got the control house glued in place. The main building glued in place. I just did all these roof overhang supports on both buildings here, one by one. Very time consuming, placing all these in there one by one, waiting for the glue to dry. Now I'll go on to the next step, and the next step is the water tank. So I'm going to be opening that up. I put a base coat of white on this, and the only thing that I have to paint now is all that stuff over there. These little things right here, I busted a couple of them, so no, it was the real small ones like here. I got these on, but when I got around to doing the second one, I had to go without, and I had to put it up a little bit higher, so didn't use the supports on there because they broke. They were so thin, I could not get it on there without breaking them. So the last thing for Saturday night is the stair treads. I got that finished right there. I'll wait for that glue to dry, and then I'll assemble the side pieces, and this is the back brace on it. Here we go again. That notch is supposed to fit in between the deck and this board right here, but as you can see, it doesn't line up, so I have to cut the bottom off to make it fit. The instructions say scribe some lines on the tube, but I scribed a few lines on the tube, and when I put the glue on, you can't see the lines, so basically it just set it flat on a flat surface and put the I put about an inch worth of glue from top to bottom on it, and then wrap the wood around it to make sure it's flush on the bottom, and put rubber bands on it, and I'm going to let that set and dry, and then once that part is dry, then I'll put glue on the remainder, and then let that dry, and then I'll put the next piece on and work my way around with that.